We're at Jane Austen's house and we've come here to talk about my new book, Lydia, the bad Bennet girl. Lydia's the youngest sister in Pride and Prejudice who goes off to Brighton and runs away with a soldier. In Pride and Prejudice, there's about a month in which Lydia is in Brighton and we don't actually know what happens and what causes her to run away. This book is about me filling in the gaps. What was it that Lydia did when she went to Brighton, a city which even in Austen's day was synonymous with fun and dissipation and slightly loose morals. I am sitting at Jane Austen's writing table, an amazing privilege to be able to sit at this tiny, humble piece of furniture where these amazing books were written. I love Jane Austen and I've loved Jane Austen since I was a teenager. I'm a writer, but first and foremost, really, I'm a reader. And for me, writers like Jane Austen who've withstood centuries are like sort of religious figures. Red coats! She burst into the sitting room where we were working, panting like an excited puppy. Gold buttons and swords, and all marching in time. One of them winked at me, I'm quite certain of it. Winked at me! I nearly swooned. Lizzie raised one eyebrow the way she does that I wish I could imitate. Jane laughed. Kitty gaped. And Mary said she hoped Maria wasn't going to become silly because of a few uniforms. Lydia is selfish, self-willed, opinionated. She never thinks about anybody but herself. Lydia is actually a typical teenager. But with all of that selfishness, she also has this sort of tremendous energy and appetite for life that makes her incredibly appealing. Because this is a new story, I wanted to bring in a new love interest. My new love interest is French. He escaped the French Revolution as a child with his mother and his twin sister. He grew up in India and has come back at an age where he's just about ready to enter the marriage market at about the same time as Lydia. Even though we tend to focus so much on the love story and the relationship between Lizzie and Darcy, Pride and Prejudice is also about sisters. Lydia's position as the fifth daughter, the youngest in the family, very much influences her character, who she is, what her driving force is. She's constantly trying to measure up to her big sisters. And that's one of the aspects of writing this book that really, really interests me. And that's also been the most fun to write.